everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do what's called a 3x3 workout. So what this is it's 3 exercises and 3 sets. You're going to go around those exercises and we're going to have 3 separate rounds. So in the end there'll be about 9 exercises you're going to work yourself through. So I hope that makes sense. I'm going to walk you through it today. I won't do the full thing in the sense of trying to save time on this video, but I will show you the more challenging options, ones for substituting if you have any shoulder issues or things like that. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get this workout started. Okay, let's get that workout started. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with doing something that allows us to pull through and push through our body weight using resistant bands. So you're going to need resistant bands of various types for this workout. Stability ball is a great idea. I'm going to show you some things on stability ball and having a nice solid chair as well. Those are your main piece of equipment. Pretty much it for the most part. Maybe a mat. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so your first exercise we're going to do is we're going to do a chest press using our resistant bands and our chair. So you're going to grab, I've got my resistant bands already wrapped around to give me enough resistance so when I press away I've got a good resistance here. We're going to go for about 15 reps of this exercise. So I'm going to grab, I'm going to put the resistant bands underneath me. I'm sitting towards the end of my chair, but don't go too far, you'll flip your chair. And we're just going to press out and come in. Okay, we're going to do about 15 of these. When you press, get and push your arms together and release. Push. And it's that pushing together motion that will activate the front of your deltoid and the shoulder and the right part of those chest muscles. Keep going. We're going to go about 15 of these. So what I'm going to do is instead of going through the entire exercise, I'm going to go through just the rounds, and then you're going to triple those rounds and do them 3 times. So you have 3 left. So at about 15 reps, you should start to feel that burn. So that's exercise 1, first round. Second exercise in this round is going to be bicep curls. So I'm actually going to leave this here. I'm going to use this. I'm placing my foot onto the chair to give it a good base. Standing away, I'm going to use this resistance for my curls, and then I'm going to curl up, and I'm going to release, just like this. Now, this is good resistance for these bicep curls. They're active, they're crunching. Keep going. And I'm choosing 15 rep range for this, because in order for us to build that muscle, if you watch my previous episode about building muscle at home, because we're going slightly lighter in weight, we've got to go more reps to build that muscle. 2 more. Yeah, right about 15 is where it starts to burn out, and that's perfect. That's what you want. Third exercise, we're going to work into our core. We're going to do crunch on the ball. So I'm going to grab my stability ball. And so when you're doing a crunch on the ball, move this out of the way, you need to make sure that you've got your belly in there, slight incline, support the neck, push your belly into the ball. Crunch through. Now, if you haven't worked your core for a while, or your core is in shock, don't be surprised if it shakes a little bit. I'm not quite warm, so my core is a little bit in shock. Press down. 1 more. Okay, so that's your 3 set. We have the chest press, bicep curl, core crunch. You're going to repeat that again 2 more cycles, but for speed, I'm just going to leave that there. Now, every time you're done your cycle of 3 exercises, what I want you to do is then go do something that's cardio-based to flush your system out. So in this case, move this over, I'm going to recommend doing some skiers, okay? Love these for cardio. Love, love, love these. But they're a little tricky. So at 30 seconds or so, you're going to go. So if we were going for 30 seconds, I've grabbed these. You're full and wire for space. If you wanted to do a lower version because you're like, nope, you can slow them down and just make them nice and clean. Otherwise, you can pick up your pace. I've got a little space here. So I'm just sometimes utilizing what you've got. Okay, so pretending that was 30 seconds, you move on to your next set of exercises. Okay, second set is we are going to do, keeping with our resistant bands, we are going to do a low row, okay? So I'm going to keep these bands here, and if you notice I've got a cross, it's up to you. If you want more resistance, all you have to do is cross them. I'm going to keep them that way. Foot's back up, and I'm going to take these and row and pull. So already I'm like, I think I can cross these. I want more resistance. There we go. So I'm pulling, keeping my chest out, and then coming back. Shoulder blades come together. Yes, I know it's not really like chest out, and then return. Just like this. And you want to get a nice pull. And if you want to even release those muscles and then pull, absolutely. Release. Just like that. Pretending we've done 15. Move on to our next one. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna go for a slightly lighter resistance because I'm gonna work on the deltoids and the shoulders. And this is a tough exercise. We're not necessarily built the strongest in our shoulder area. So I'm gonna stand on this. From here, I'm gonna do lateral raises. Stand tall, lift up, and release. So if I'm doing these and I'm like, I need a little more resistance, I can step my legs apart. There we go. And now I've got a nice even resistance, because at one point it wasn't enough that I wanted to lift my arms up higher, but because now I'm adding that resistance, I cannot go as high. This will burn you out in 15 reps. You'll be lucky if you get to those 15 reps. Now try not to be aiming your arms up like that. Elbows lead the way. Let's do one more. Okay, how's that? We good? Okay, so that's your second exercise. And then your third one is we're gonna do standing oblique reaches, or actually let's switch it up. Let's put your core, and because our chair's already here, let's use a chair for a core exercise. I'm gonna drop those down. I'm gonna come over here. You're gonna sit on your chair, because I have a backing here, I'm gonna have to sit sideways. So we're gonna do V-sits, jackknife, however you wanna call it. I'm just gonna use the chair. Lean back, lift your legs, clean cut, do these little crunches. Use the chair for support so you don't fall over. There you go. So if you're doing a bunch of those, 15 reps is good. So again, those 3 exercises: row, lateral raise, V-sits or crunches on the chair. Again, as usual, you're like, hey, gotta flush the system, get your heart rate up, doing some intervals. Then from there, why don't we just do some jumping jacks? So you're gonna go do jumping jacks for about 30 seconds. I'm gonna fake it though. Not doing it. Okay, pretending that was 30 seconds. Round 2, we've got one more set of 3 exercises, so hence 3 by 3. Last exercise we're gonna do is a reverse fly. You're going to have to grab that lighter resistant band. Okay, now you can do 2 arms at a time, but if you find you lack control, go to 1. Stepping on that rope again, I'm gonna lean over, and I'm gonna just put my shoulder blades together in the back. It's a small movement. This is a postural muscle. Trying to pick my shoulder blades together. If you find that difficult, you can switch it by crossing these, going a little wider, and then turning this into a high row. This will allow you to get your shoulder blades together without as much sort of pressure on the elbow joint and the shoulder joint. It'll still allow you to bring those shoulder blades together to activate those postural muscles. So there's a couple of options. Remember, if you have shoulder issues, you can keep it lower if you'd like and just pull through. It just depends on what challenges you have, okay? So we've got that reverse fly or high row. Then we're gonna go into we worked our biceps, we're gonna go into triceps. I'm gonna show you two different versions. So that one's already latched. Let me grab my black band, medium here. Okay, so if this was my tricep, I'm gonna show you tricep kickback, or we're gonna do dips on the chair. Anchor arm, and then I'm gonna press back. Press. I'll be keeping my elbow up to the ceiling, pressing back with my palm. You can probably see that tricep activate. So if you're gonna do these, you wanna do 15 on each side, okay? However, if you don't have bands, or for the chair option, go little tricep dips on a chair. Sit off the edge. However, if the straighter your legs are, the harder this is. Bring them in to give you a little bit of help. Dip down and come up. If you're going to do these, make sure your elbows go back and they come up. Try not to let your elbows fall out to the side, not like that. Keep them back and come up. Stay close to the chair, so what I don't want to see is this. Hard on the shoulders. Dip down, come up. Okay? There's your tricep. Okay, and last of all, we've got to do something for the core, don't we? So we did ab crunch on the ball. We did a V-sit there. So why don't we finish it off with doing our oblique reaches? So I'm gonna grab this. So I need it tighter. This is my heaviest resistance right here. I'm gonna take this back. Okay. I'm gonna give myself quite a bit of resistance. So I'm gonna step this wide and make sure there's a lot of resistance here, okay? All right, so if I've got these, I wanna make sure it's quite heavy. I'm gonna get, oh, that's a good resistance. So from here, I'm gonna let one side drop, crunching, releasing. Crunch and release. So if I was doing 15 of these, I would double that up to 30, and then I'm doing 15 each side, okay? Reach down, feel that core crunch. If you have tight hips and you lack movement in your hips, this is perfect for you. And you push these through just like that. So you do 15 of those. So again, that last set we had was your reverse fly or high pull. You had a tricep dip or tricep extension, kick back. And then we did the oblique reaches. And then you want to finish off 3 rounds of that with something of cardio based. So let's do some lunge jumps. I'll move this out of the way. So lunge jumps, exactly that. You're gonna get into a nice lunge. And then from here, use your hands to give you that momentum, get you off the ground. And the arms will swipe as you land to help you land properly. It's take a little bit of time, but if you're challenged and those are not working for you, you can turn it into a rocking version of this. Making and then you speeding it up to increase that heart rate until you're ready to jump it through. And again, go for about 30 seconds. Okay, so that's your 3 rounds. 3 rounds, 3 sets of exercises with cardio between. That should take you about 15 minutes, give or take. It's about 5 minutes per round. As you can see, I'm out of breath. So it's an awesome workout. Give it a try. Make comments if you'd like any suggestions for workouts. If you want any substitutions because you have injuries or challenges or lack of equipment, let me know. Have a good day. Bye.